Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
Happy Monday, everyone. Ryan the Cyber Hobbit here. Time for another environment unboxing. Today I have BagEnd, the miniature collectible from Weta Workshop. This is another open edition piece from Weta's Hobbit Hole line. This piece has the smallest scale out of all the other Hobbit Holes, much smaller than the scale used for their other smiles, like you see on the left here. Weta is making a bigger scaled version of BagEnd to match all the other Hobbit Holes, though they haven't released it yet. It's supposed to come out sometime later this year. I got this from Weta's website for $179, and again, since it's open edition, they are still selling it. And as far as I can tell, this item did not increase in price with Weta's latest price hike. Here's a little closer look at the text on the back. And now let's unbox it. And yes, I'm going to start wearing gloves for my unboxings to help cut down with the fingerprints, as well as it's a nice way to hide my horrible habit of biting my nails. First, let's take a look at the old oak tree that sits atop BagEnd. This is the tree that has its roots showing all throughout BagEnd on the inside. Very nice sculpture. It looks like a tree. Pretty nice paint job. I do like that they actually modeled and painted the branches all the way up to the leaves, even though most of it won't be shown. I know my lighting is a little bit harsh here, but hopefully you guys can see the details. And now let's move on to BagEnd itself. This was actually a tad difficult to get out. And on the top, you'll find a keyed hole that you put the oak tree into. It has a magnet to help hold it in place. Though I did notice it's a little bit loose, but I guess as long as there's a magnet, that's okay. And now with the tree in place, let's take a look at all the details. First off, I really like the variety of all the different green colors on the top of the hill. And starting from the left-hand side, we have a whole bunch of windows. We've got a little bench, some red flowers, purple flowers, some other windows. This is pretty cool looking so far. It's crazy how much detail they've managed to put in such a small form factor. A very nice little stone pathway right here. Moving along, we've got the main green door that then leads to the little stairs that goes to the gate. Nice little dirt pathway that goes along the gate. I also really like the laid stone walls that go along the edges. And in the middle here, we've got some gardening tools, as well as a little bench and a little bucket. And here's a slightly better view of that door. It's kind of hard to zoom in on these small details. And what looks like might be the only breakable part is this cute little lamppost. If I can fix my focus here. It does seem to be pretty sturdy, considering how thin it is. Though I wouldn't press too hard. Some really nice break texturing on these back walls as well. And up here on the top, we have the various chimneys just kind of sticking out of the ground. Overall, I think this is a pretty nice piece. It's so cool how tiny all the details are. You basically just keep noticing things you didn't notice on the first pass. Here's a couple more little windows. And what is typical for all of these Hobbit holes, they have a flat black back to them, though this one is slightly curved. And on the bottom, you'll see the people who made it, the artist and the creative director. Okay, and this is really cool. So on the gate, it's kind of really hard to read because it's so tiny, but there is the no admittance except on party business sign. Doing my best here to try to focus on it, but how cool. It's just these tiny details that Weta is always amazing for. So yet again, another great piece to the collection, another amazing Hobbit hole. These things are so cool. I know I always kind of talk about how I like these things, but it really is just a nice looking piece. And even though the scale is different from the other ones, I still think these all look great together. I plan on unboxing a lot more of these Hobbit holes very soon. I have a plan to sort of build my own little mini shire that I'll be making a video about. So be sure to subscribe to make sure you don't miss it. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you could press that like button, or maybe leave a comment. I always try to reply to every comment I get. So that about does it for this video. Until next time, bye-bye.